What's up? This is A for Bass, being gay for bass. And I had a couple friends who wanted me to kind of go over a little bit of what I was using and hopefully kind of inspire you guys to show what you're using. First off, what I like doing is I like boosting my 3K up as much as I possibly can to get a lot more low end here. I balance out my compression as everyone can see. This is the Alpha Omega 500. Shout out to Steve McNair for inspiring me to get me this little guy. He's with the Sage Cornelius band, as well as Death Skate. Awesome dude. Beautiful Dingwall is what he runs. Huge shout out to him. I don't run any distortion on it. I like the high treble tone. I run it through my LTD here with my LTD B206. This is Baby's first 6-string bass. A lot of bass players get this as their first 6-string. I like turning down my EQs, having this just right there in the middle and turning this guy all the way down, as it gives me that nice clear tone with what I play on my finger style. But if I need more middle, I get to crank that sucker. And then I do the same thing with my Schecter CB6 that I keep in standard tuning as well. I love exclusively playing 6 strings because Crom laughs at your 4 strings. Ha! Anyway, I like everything on the alpha side. I don't have any distortion on the head. I keep my bite on. I don't have any growl going through. And then when I play live, I actually boost this guy all the way 3/4 of the way. And I always get that perfect tone that I want. What also helps me is shout out to Jacob, who I met on Facebook Marketplace, who I bought this guy from for a more than reasonable price. This guy has been a huge part of my pedal board here, especially mixing this with this Hartkey preamp that I got from Music Go Round. I got this chromatic tuner, as well as the Pitchfork and the RC5 loop station here, all from Music Go Round. Big shout out to them as well. And how I like blending these things, again, my treble and bright go all the way up. That way it just gives me a lot more control with my tone, and I can blast what I need to just directly from my bass instead. Go towards my neck pickup, my bridge pickup. Oh yeah, I can turn it down, get that more little mid-range, a little pop. These are really heavy gauge strings that I'm running as well. This is a 145 by D'Addario Nickel XL, because it's the only thing that could fit. As you can see, that's even fraying there at the end. I tried putting a 175 on there and it popped off. And then the rest of these are the Dingwall brights that I got here from the website directly. Getting into my pedal board here and some of the effects with this guy on, I like my Pitchfork is my cool little Rex Brown sound. Great Southern Trendkill. I love that little guy here. This is my Mohini Day inspired mono synth pedal I had to order online. Some sexy parts as well. I like blending that with my Demon Drive. Some fun little effects. Shout out to Isaac Herrera, who's letting me apply this on the mix on my pedal board here. This guy works really well as just a nice little boost itself, and I can middle out my bass, get some more effects, And then I can treble it up too. That's a nice little effect I really enjoy. This guy is attached. This is my Metal Zone, inspired by TM Stevens, of course. Acid Bath, all the sludge. This was my go-to overdrive for a long time. I get to use that as my nice high treble, sharpened bass tone itself. Utilizing my Metal Zone here, I keep the distortion on all the way down. My equalizer goes a little to the left. Usually, if I'm primarily just running this guy, I'll just turn my treble up and kind of triangle those two balances. It gives me just that little bit of extra treble boost, but you want to be real careful with that. And then the level all the way up, just so I can balance it out with the Alpha Omega itself. And that's good for like little tapping solo parts here that I like throwing in there. And then definitely over here with what I'm usually running here on my rig, when my overdrive there just isn't enough, and if I just want to add in that extra boost, This is the Foul Sounds the Lifer pedal that I got from Primitive Man, exclusively when they came through Sunshine Theater here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And this is my explosive pedal. You know, so when I'm playing those two bad boys, it just turns everything up to 11 and really creates the heavy where the guitars can't, you know, cover that balance and just become that foundational earthquake that everybody wants to hear. Huge shout out to my buddy Damien, who I bought this working Pro 1x15 off of. Fortunately, my 500 ohms do run, or my Alpha Omega 500 with 4 ohm settings here runs through this guy just fine. I've played more than enough shows with this to cover, and it's lightweight comparatively to my other cab that's currently at my friend David's house that I run through my OBC 410. And so that's really primarily what I use. Go blow it up. Huge shout out to everybody. Love you all. Keep playing bass.